car accident left Robb Nash with no signs of life. His family and friends faced the unthinkable loss. But a miraculous return from death gave Robb a second chance at life. With 4 songs in the Canadian Top 40, 2 Top 10 singles, and a growing fan base, Robb and his newly formed band were headed for commercial success. But Robb wanted to use his second chance for something else. He walked away from his record deal and the musical mainstream. Using his story to help others became his sole motivation. Now Robb and his band tour schools, reserves, and detention centers across Canada, performing their songs and sharing stories of inspiration. Nominated for Best New Artist and Outstanding Rock Recording of the Year, please welcome Robb Nash.
All right, how many of you are happy that you have to be in school right now? Yeah? You're welcome. All right, before we get started, I want to try something. We've been on the road for a long time. When I get bored, I try to do voices like impersonations. You guys Family Guy fans at all?
Yeah!
Been working on this check. See what's going on there? Just playing the guitar, are we? Just playing the G chord.
What the hell?
Wait, shut up. So, my name's Peter Griffin. It's good to be here. I'm from Coalhard. You know Joe in the wheelchair? He's also Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Check this. Right, it's good to be here. I like how everyone's situated. Got the drums, the guitar should be good. So anyways, a lot of people see that video and they're like, hey, wait. So you guys had a record deal? It's like, yeah. And you guys had songs on the radio everywhere? It's like, yeah. And you guys are playing in big crowds like that? It's like, yeah. And you guys stop doing that so you do this? It's like, yeah. It's like, are you guys stupid? It's like, yeah. You know, honestly, we did all that because I wanted to do something like this today. If you've never heard my story before, you saw a glimpse in that video, but I'm from a tiny town of like less than 200 people. One day my buddy got his driver's license. We're going way too fast down these icy roads. We're almost back at our school. We pulled up past one last car, and we got hit by this semi-truck and it like crushed our vehicle. My buddies all ran from the car because they thought it was gonna explode like it does in the movies, but that doesn't usually happen. And they looked back and they saw that I was still laying there. And the snow was just filling with blood and was pouring over the side of my head. I lost this side of my skull. It got crushed by the semi. Actually, it's weird, guys. We spoke at a school in that area a little while ago. One of the students went home, he told his parents, he's like, hey Mom, Dad, guess what? Robb Nash came to our school today, got hit by a semi-truck and lost his skull. Yeah, right? And the dad freaked out because he was the first responder. Like, he was the first guy to pull up to help after the accident. So I did lunch with this guy, and it was super weird talking to him because he's freaking out because he still thought I was dead. He goes, Robb, I remember holding your head like this. He said your body was laying that way, waiting for the ambulance. You had no pulse, your heart wasn't beating, you weren't breathing. He said I could look right in and see your brain because there's no head on one side. Yeah. So they called my family, everyone's coming to the hospital, expecting the worst. As you can tell, I came back to life. And then they're like, well, his heart's beating again, so we'll put his head back together with metal, like with titanium, but he's never gonna wake up from his coma. Actually, guess what else I found out a little while ago? The doctors never thought I'd wake up from my coma, so they didn't even do the surgery. They actually let some students do it. Yeah, that happened! So they found my head, they did a terrible job. I found out during the surgery, they dropped part of my skull on the ground, it shattered some more. They tried to put it back together with titanium, did a brutal job. Actually, a little update for you guys. One couple that loves the work we do, they paid for me to go down to the States last year to get it rebuilt. Do you guys want to see what my skull looks like now?
Kinda.
Yeah? Alright, if you get grossed out easily, don't look at the screens right now, but there's no blood or anything, but Brandon, can you put a clip up there? So this is my skull, this is the left side. I'm a half robot, it's fantastic. And then they never thought I'd wake up from my coma, but as you can tell, I woke up. When I woke up, I didn't know who I was, didn't know who my parents were, and man, I went through this brutal time, like, I don't know if you guys can tell from there, but I'm a tall guy. I'm actually 6'5". I played every sport. I thought my life was gonna be playing sports. And now here I was, 17 years old, and my mom has to bathe me again. And I was so ticked. And people always came up to me trying to comfort me. They'd always say one of three things. Some people came up and said, well, Rob, I guess this is your fate. I was like, well, then fate sucks. But I know it's not fate, because fate says no choice, right? Like, no matter what you do, it's gonna happen. And I know I chose to get into that car. In fact, you know, I found out, guys, my best friend who was sitting in the back seat with me, he didn't want to get into the car, he didn't trust the driver. Apparently, I convinced him to get into the car. So I know it's not fate, we made some decisions. Some people in my own family came up to me and said, well, you better figure out what you're doing wrong, because God is clearly mad, so he spanked you with a semi-truck. That also sucks. But the most common thing people would say to me, and they still say to this day, and I can't stand this one. Since my accident, I met with tons of people in prison, hospitals, funerals, and even though people mean well when they say this, I find it does way more damage than good. People would always come to me and say, Rob, yeah, everything happens for a reason. And I was like, whoa. So I lay there trying to figure out the reason I got hit by a semi-truck. And I assumed it was because I was a bad kid. It's because I said that to my dad. It's because I did that at school. Damn, I'm thinking, this blows. If this is how life is, you screw up and you get spanked by a semi, that there's a big reason for it. I don't want to be alive, not like that. And for 2 years, guys, I was suicidal, didn't want to be alive, did a lot of stupid things. None of my friends knew, none of my family knew. But then one day, somebody came up to me. He said the most amazing thing that changed my life. This guy's like, hey, Rob, you think everything happens for a reason, right? I'm like, that's what everyone tells me. He goes, I think I know the reason you were hit by that semi-truck. I'm like, oh, what is it? He goes, I think you got hit by that semi-truck because you guys were going too fast on an icy road. I was like, wow. That sounds simple, but that set me free. I realized, guess what, guys? We're not puppets. We get to make our own decisions. And every once in a while, we're gonna have a bad day, it's just gonna happen. You have to be mad at anyone or anything. That was a bad day for me. I'm sure there's people in this room that have bad days, yeah? One guy. And guess what? If you haven't had a bad day, you're gonna. And you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with it. And now this is what I believe. You have to agree with me. I don't really care if you do or not. But listen to this, guys. If something bad is happening in your life, don't try to figure it out. Listen, I don't think bad things happen for a reason, but I do think they happen with potential. Both good and bad. Like my accident had the potential to leave me angry, bitter, suicidal the rest of my life. Or there's the potential you can take your story, try to turn it around, actually find strength in that moment, resiliency, you can grow into a stronger person. But it's not automatic, you have to make that decision. And I still feel funky about it, guys. I'm sure some of you have lost friends and family members. Man, just a few months ago, I had to sing at my cousin's funeral. And every time I've lost a friend or a family member since my accident, I feel so guilty. Like, why did I come back in the day? Why not them? Why did my heart start beating and why not theirs? We did a show in Toronto. This mom gave me a shirt with a picture of her son on it. She said he's got the same birthday as you, Rob, and he died in a car accident when he was 17, just like you. But he didn't come back from the dead. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I don't know why I got a second chance, someone else didn't. I had done nothing to deserve a second chance. But I'll never forget the first day I realized, you know what, the best thing I could do for my friends and family that have passed away, I'm gonna make every day count. I'm done being angry. I screamed at the sky and I was like, I wanna do something today. Like, I wanna do something that matters. Like, I want my life to count. And I was ready for anything. I thought I'd hear a voice inside me telling me, you know, like, go to Africa, build a well, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that, that's awesome. But I thought I would have to do something huge, right? I didn't hear that. But guess what I heard? You know, there's a big difference between the voices in your head and the voices in your heart, yeah? You feel promptings. This is what I felt clear as day. Not to build a well, this is what I felt. Phone the semi-driver that hit you and tell him you're alive. I'm like, what? So it's hilarious, I phone the police, I'm like, yo, can I get the phone number of the semi-driver that killed me a little while ago? And this cop's like, no. I'm like, all right. I tried to hung up the phone. But this voice wouldn't even leave me alone, so I kept trying. Finally, when cop gave me his number, this big trucker from the US answered the phone. He's like, hello? I was like, hey, is this so-and-so? He's like, yo. I was like, remember that car accident up in Canada a while ago? And this big dude gets real quiet. He's like, yeah. I said, it just felt in my heart to call. He'd say, like, I'm okay, man. Like, I'm alive, I survived. And this big dude starts crying. He's like, I'm just so sorry about your friend. I'm like, what friend? He goes, the one that died and lost his skull. No, that's what I'm calling, that's me. And this guy lost it. Guess what I found out? Since the day of our accident, he had not driven a vehicle. He's seen a therapist, he's on medication. The accident wasn't his fault, it was our fault, but he saw us and he rubbed me over and killed me. This was haunting him. When we talked, this guy was set free, and I hung up the phone, I was like, what? that wasn't so bad. I don't have to build a well. I just had to phone somebody. But that felt good. Like I had never done jack for anyone in my life except for me, and I was like, man, I want some more. And guess what? When you're faithful with little, more is given. And finally I got to a place I was like, man, how could I tell my story to other young people so they don't have to get hit by semi like I did before they make every day count? We all have a black bracelet in this band that says make today count on. It's pretty simple. And, you know, you guys are growing up and everyone says, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Super annoying, right? You guys are the loudest crowd we've ever had. If you'd have asked me when I was in school, hey Rob, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'd have never said a musician. My worst mark in school was music. I tried out for the choir, I didn't make it, my voice wasn't good enough. I hope I meet my old choir teacher one day and he'll be like, you know guys, I realized something. You guys can walk up to any adult that you know and ask them, what do you do? Everyone knows what they do. Ask them, why do you do it? And very few people have a good answer, and that's a sad thing. But I realized something. The people that have had an impact on this world, it's not about what they did, it's about why they did it. I give you tons of examples. What do you think going? Have any of you students ever heard a guy named Steve Foligno? Yeah. You guys heard a guy named Terry Fox? Yeah. Okay, one of those two guys lost his leg in a fight with cancer. He ran across the country, Canada, on one leg, raising funds and awareness for cancer research. Real wild students. Who was he?
Terry Fox.
Nope. It was Steve Foligno.
Some other dude.
Terry Fox never made it. Steve Foligno was the guy made it from coast to coast on one leg, and don't worry, we meet almost no students who know who he is. Do you want to know why? Listen, this is what I think. Listen, what they did, same thing. Why they did it, very different. Unfortunately, Steve Foligno, bad reputation, criminal record, his charities doing some nasty things. So everyone thinks his why was just trying to make some money, so nobody talks about it. Terry Fox didn't even make it, but his why was pure. He wanted to help. Therefore, he's a hero in this country. Almost every school that we went to, we saw a picture of him on the wall somewhere. And that's when I realized, don't just figure out what you want to be, what you want to do, start with why. My why is this. I want to tell my story to you today, guys, so you have to die like I did before you start to live. Guys, this is what I did. I hit metal strings with a plastic stick. That's what I do. No one cares. They care about why you do. So we started the band, we did our first 3 albums, got the big record deal like you saw in the video. We're touring with our favorite bands, huge crowd, songs on the radio. One day I was offered almost like a Johnny Cash tour, taking my guitar through prison cells, youth detention centers, reserves, schools, telling my story, and I was like, yeah. And the record label was like, no. Because we don't charge any money for these shows. The record label wanted to make money, so they said, you can't do this tour. So yeah, like you saw in the video, to do this tour, I had to rip up my record deal, my publishing deal, my management deal, and everyone thought I was crazy, because by the way, guys, when you rip up your record deal, you do not have millions of dollars. In fact, I didn't have $1. I just owed tons of money because I didn't finish my contract, and then we don't charge for this, and it says, how are you gonna pay for your tour? How are you gonna pay for your life? I'm like, I don't know, but I feel like I'm supposed to do this. And you guys are lucky when this tour started, just me and my guitar going into classrooms, prison cells. But our tour's getting a little bigger, so I brought my band with me today. We're gonna play some music for you. So here's a little video introducing our drummer and some of his journey to get to today. Check this out, guys.
I always knew that I wanted to play music, and it actually started off with wanting to use that music to help other people. Somehow I forgot about all that. And over time, my desire to play music turned into an unhealthy obsession with being a rock star. Looking back on my journals now, it's so clear that I had fallen into a huge depression, because my entire identity was wrapped up in what I wanted to do instead of why. I started self-medicating to fill that emptiness inside of me, but that only made things worse. I knew I couldn't keep living that way, but it wasn't until a true friend called me out that I realized things needed to change in my life. I completely took music out of my life. I stopped playing altogether, but that desire just wouldn't go away. I just didn't have my own big dream or vision on where I should start, but I realized that was okay. For the first time, I stopped trying to force things, and I just made myself available. I found a team that I truly believed in, and that's where I am today. I'm Johnny Holiday, and I play drums for the Robb Nash project.
And I'll tell you a little more about this guy later in the show. We're playing keys and guitar for us. This is Anthony Anderson. Everyone give him a round of applause. And you guys, through our first 4 albums, I actually never wrote a song about my accident. Like, I joke around with it a little bit, but it's tough to talk about. I knew it'd be hard for me to sing about. But on our 5th album, we wrote this song called One Last Breath. And in this song, you're gonna be saying all that stuff that I just said to you. I wanna start listening to the angels in my life, such the demons all the time. Because I'll tell you what, when you wake up and find out that you were dead, man, I'll never get thinking that was my last breath. What's the last thing I said to my mom, my dad? What's the last thing I said to my buddies at school? And it sucked. Because I had never said or done anything for anyone in my life except for me. You know, I always thought when I died, I'd feel my heart slowing down. I'm taking my last breath and have this moment to make things right. I never got that. And then I started having memories of what I saw when I died. You know, guys, I was terrified to fall asleep for a year after my accident. Because every night I had the same nightmare. And my nightmare was watching my own funeral and nobody showed up. Nobody cared that I lived or that I died. So in the song, I'm gonna be begging. Just give me one last breath to say sorry, one last chance to make it right. So check out this song, guys. This is One Last Breath.
was
You
actually
guys want to hear
awesome.
another voice that I can do? Alright, have you seen the Hobbit movie or Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Gollum or Smeagol, little creepy thing?
Yeah.
Check this out. Well, Smeagol, this is our friend. He was fresh and whirling. My precious. Yeah. Which, by the way, anytime a telemarketer calls my house trying to sell me something, that's how I answer the phone. It's like, good morning. Have you heard about the new deal with Rogers? Oh, calling for coffee. It's like, I used to be so weird. I'll be walking around my house doing stupid voices. My dad would be like, what are you doing? I like doing voices. My dad would be like, well, why don't you do something with your older brothers? Learn how to build something, do something useful. But guess what? Every one of us is gonna have different gifts, different passions. Even if it's something weird like doing voices, maybe we'll entertain people one day. Guess what my job got to be before we got the record deal? I got to be a radio DJ. I got to do stupid voices on the radio and prank call people. It was fantastic. You guys want to hear about one of my prank calls?
Sure.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. You know those mall security guard cops walk through the malls all tough, right? I used to prank call them on the radio all the time. They never knew it was us. So picture this. Just the radio come to school, they pick up, they're like, hello? I was like, is this mall security? They're like, yes. I was like, oh, we have an emergency. They're like, what is it? I'm like, my brother. He's been trapped in your bathroom for like 3 hours. I said, we need you to check on him. He said, oh, I'm on my way. You can run down the hall. I said, and he gets to the bathroom in the mall and he goes, where is he? I said, he's sitting in the first stall. I was just hoping somebody was sitting there. And he looks underneath and he's like, yeah, there's someone in there. I said, what color are his shoes? Black and red. I'm like, yeah, that's him. He goes, what should I do? I said, just knock on the door, tell him everything's gonna be okay. So I'm waiting, sure enough, he's like, everything's gonna be okay in there. He's not saying anything, what should I do? I said, just tell him Daddy loves him. So I'm waiting, sure enough, he's like, Daddy loves you. Okay, so you sit on the can in the mall, and there's a uniformed dude going, Daddy loves you. He goes, he's not saying anything, what should I do? Should I open the door? I said, no, don't open the door. I said, I have a really strange request. He goes, I'll do anything. I was like, well, there's a song that I sing to him to comfort him. Just repeat after me. I was like, my little buttercup. I'm waiting. He starts singing to the dude. He's like, my little buttercup. All of a sudden, the guy inside swings the door open. He's like, what the heck's going on? He's like, hello, McCain's Robb Nash. You're on the radio again. He's like, what? And I figured out what I was good at. I was good at doing voices. Then I figured out why. I went to work for this radio station, and the owner became my hero. You know, I said everyone knows what they do, very few know why. He figured out both. He was a successful businessman, and his money was to help other people. I remember one time we did the morning show, he's like, all right, Rob, go find out what the city needs. So me and Jared, another guy that works with us, meet with the homeless people in our city. We're like, hey, what do you guys need? They're all holding their feet. We're like, what's with your feet? They saw us -30 last night. Frostbite on our feet. Like, all right. So we went back to the owner of the radio station. We're like, they all have cold feet. He's like, all right, go get their shoe sizes. So we got all their shoe sizes. That day he bought $40,000 worth of new winter boots for all the homeless people in our city. New sleeping bags, we had a party, gave it to him. He didn't tell the newspaper, he didn't want any attention, he did it because he felt he should. And I learned so much from him. That's the thing, guys, there's so many people on this tour that make this tour happen, not just the three of us. Like, find out something you're good at, you're passionate with, and then go find a team that you believe in, even if it's just a few hours a week. Like, just on our team alone, we got our management team just in this building. We got Jared, we got John, we got Karen, we got Linda, we got Paul, we got Lori, who's part of our crew, we got Tristan, we got Bryn is here running the screens, we got Jason, Wally, we got Scott here, Ryan, we got Mike running the lights. That's just some of our team that's here today. Can you give them all a huge round of applause? And every show that we do, we always say, come on, we all have a gift, we all got some purpose, go find something you believe in, you know? But the hardest people to convince is when we do shows for addicts, the drug addicts and alcoholics, because we think we're cursed. You know, we do shows and as addicts, we think we're cursed because we watch our friends party on the weekend. They can shut it off, go back to work, or go back to school. Us addicts, we can't. We're still partying on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sometimes it gets worse every week, every month, every year. You think you're cursed because you can't stop. I don't think addicts are cursed. I think we're gifted. We're just all in people. Like if you give a guitar to an addict, we're all in, man. We're dedicated. You give drugs to an addict, we're all in, man, we're dedicated. That's not a curse, that's a gift. You point at the right thing, you'll excel at whatever you want. Point the wrong thing, will destroy your life. Actually, we're doing a show at the soup kitchen for all these homeless guys. This guy walks up and he goes, hey, no one's ever gonna be inspired by my story. I'm like, what's your story? And he told me he's your age, got some addiction stuff. He goes, I'll take care of this when I get older. He goes, and taking over my life. It was one day I woke up, saw that I beat my wife and kids. I didn't even remember doing it because of the booze, the drugs. They forgave me, took me back. The next day, I felt so bad with what I'd done. Started drinking again, started using. Woke up the next day, saw I'd done it again. He goes, so I decided, you know, I gotta deal with this addiction, so I decided to go live on the streets. He goes, and it sucks living on the streets in Canada. He goes, but at least now I know my family's safe. I'm like, well, I could inspire people. And it was pretty amazing when we signed our record deal. We flew out to this beautiful studio. All these producers are there from LA and Vancouver, super intimidating. They're like, hey, Rob, we're gonna sit with you, write these songs with you to make sure they're hits. They're like, what do you wanna write a song about? I'm like, I wanna write a song about this homeless guy at a soup kitchen. Okay? So we write this song, and that night, Adam, one of the guys, is driving me back to my hotel, and he goes, hey Rob, that's cool that you got that off your chest, the song about a homeless person, but nobody on the radio wants to hear about homeless people. We need you to write hits, man. But guess what, we released our album across Canada. That's the single every radio station picked, and the song ended up going to number 3 in Canada on the charts, and this guy's story impacted a lot of people. And this has been cool playing this last little while again, because a lot of people are writing to us saying, hey Rob, I want you to know, because of that story, that song, I decided I was going to forgive my dad, you know, and he was dealing with his own demons. And you'll see in his story in this video, him making some bad decisions, and then spending his whole life trying to make up for it, so maybe one day he can be a dad and be a husband. So check out this song, guys. This is called Hello, Goodbye.
you hello, good
on YouTube.
I'm gonna post it
video.
on YouTube.
We're doing a show at this Addictions Foundation in Alberta a little while ago. This guy walks up and he goes, "Man, I've been in jail for the last 10 years. That song that came out, that was my jam. That got me through my toughest days." He goes, "Now I'm out of jail, watching my buddies make the same bad mistakes, you know." But he goes, "I'm gonna do something special with my life. I'm gonna make music videos." I'm like, "Good for you, man." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Can I make a video for you guys?" I'm thinking, he's been in jail the last 10 years. How good could he be, right? But I'm like, half I believe they teach the night. Obviously not cursed, he's gifted, right? And so we flew out to Calgary last summer to shoot that video, and the guy did amazing work. Brinky put a picture of him up there. This is my boy Frenzy, doing a lot of work together, so can you give him a huge round of applause? And I'll tell you what, it's obvious that that guy's clearly gifted, but he almost missed out on his whole life because of the decisions he was making. We've seen so many people miss on their lives. I'm sure some of you have seen tragedy. Guys, we got called to one school a little while ago where they lost an 8-year-old to suicide. 8. We were at school in Saskatchewan a little while ago, 11-year-old. School in Ontario, 13-year-old. And the whole school's rocked because they found out why she did it. It's on our suicide note because somebody said this to me on Instagram, somebody wrote this about me, you know. Somebody said this to me in the hallway, and everyone's like, "Oh crap, that was me." Because we don't even think about our words. In North America, we call our best friends losers. What you say to your best friend, you can't say to everyone around you. You don't know what's might be going through at home or what's going on inside of somebody. You might be wrecking them with the power of your words. And the principal of the school in Ontario asked us to come right away. You know why? Because on this girl's suicide note, it revealed one other thing. That she had a pact with one of her friends. They had a deal. If you kill yourself, I'll kill myself. The principal says, we don't know who it is. So we were to do a show, we're talking to a group of students just like this. And I knew somebody sitting right in front of me was about to take their life. I didn't know where they were, who they were. And some people teach like this. Like after my accident, I was in this really dark place emotionally, and people would come up to me and say, "Oh, don't worry, Rob, the pain will go away, you'll get over this." And then the pain didn't go away, and I didn't get over it, and I thought there was something wrong with me. Guess what? We don't teach that. Listen to this, guys. Pain doesn't always go away. Like, let's say you've lost somebody, that pain won't go away, and it shouldn't. Because you're never going to forget that person. But listen closely, guys. If pain doesn't go away, neither does your strength. When your pain gets to here, your strength is here. When your pain gets to here, your strength is here. I've seen it, but the pain you feel automatically, the strength you have to decide to go and get it every day, and it's already inside of you. And if you wake up in the morning looking for pain, you'll succeed, you'll find it. But if you get up in the morning looking for strength, looking for hope, looking for help, you can find that too. But it takes a daily decision, sometimes it does for me. And I get it, we turn to our parents. It's called Stones to Joy.
Thank you.
to the wall for the cracks and the scars and the hole to the floor. Scream the name, listen it all. Is anybody you can, they just masking the soul. Nothing diagnosed, they just jagging the soul. The swipe in the corner, you promise not to listen to anxiety. It's not the deep inside of me, you leave my body quiet. You can't stop, so you never try to handle. How could you gamble on my life that I can't handle? No more day, cause I'm looking for pharmaceuticals. They put me in the box, let me do it with an animal. What is it what you made? And if there ain't any one of you to let me at the cave.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I don't know why we came here today. I don't, not yet. But after every show, somebody writes us online, or we hear from a counselor or teacher, somebody writes us and say like, man, you came here for me. It was like you were talking right to me. It's exactly what I needed to hear. But we don't know where you're sitting. Like, I know some people are just happy to get out of class right now, but somebody's sitting here is going, man, you're talking right to me. This is what I needed to hear. In fact, we were doing this one show at this lockdown facility in Calgary. When you play at prisons or lockdown facilities, they can only bring in so many people at a time because of different gangs and stuff for all different reasons. And one day they brought in these 5 girls in front of us. 5. We set up all our stuff. Super awkward when you're playing a concert for 5 people, right? And I'm saying like, everyone's got a story, everyone's got a gift. And this one girl, I'm like, hey, what's your story? She told me, found out, she was, caught in the sex trade. She was dealing with addiction. She had a suicide attempt. She brought me to the place where they found her on the train tracks in Calgary. And we're talking, I'm like, well, what's your gift? What do you love to do? And she goes, well, I love to sing and write music. So I passed her my guitar. I'm like, sing for me. So she played me the song she wrote. It was beautiful, great voice, great lyrics. And I'm like, cool. We kind of tricked her. We actually recorded the song with our phones. We went back and we produced the song for her and stuff, and she didn't know. We came back a month later and we surprised her and we set up a portable studio right there in lockdown. She recorded the vocals, we produced, made it sound beautiful. And this girl on May 9th, she turned 18, and she was released, and she asked if she could stay to help teach and mentor the younger girls that were still in lockdown. We were so inspired by her that we brought her to some of our big shows, the Saddle Dome in her hometown, Winnipeg MTS Center. And like we produced some big shows, and it's just been amazing watching this girl using her voice and her story to help a lot of people. Would you like to meet her? Yeah. Please welcome everybody. This is Maya Willis. Give her a round.
Clap, clap.
In this song, you can hear a conversation between Maya and me, saying like, I don't know why I came here. Tell me why, because in this song, you're gonna say like, look, we're doing a show here. I'm not gonna make you stand if that person's you. I'm not gonna raise your hand up. I'm not gonna make you, but your mind is pacing and it won't stop. Yeah, I'm talking to you like I can see right through. Your mind is shattered and your tears are finally breaking through. And the mask that you put on for God only knows how long, it's cracked and you'll never get it back, but you'll never want it back because we took it off. It's like you know it's true. This whole show was for you. It's like I came back to life so you could finally live too. Because when I cried, you were crying too. And when I died, you were dying too. Now I'm alive and I know you're sitting here, but I can't see, so tell me why. And you'll hear us talking about this throughout the song. Let's check out the song, it's beautiful. This is called Tell Me Why. I'm not gonna make you stand now, I'm not gonna raise your hand up, not gonna make you, but your mind is pacing and it won't stop. Yeah, I'm talking to you like I can see right through. Your mind is shattered and your tears are finally broken too. And the message you put on, God only knows how long. It's cracking up, get it back, and never want back, so took it all. It's like you know it's true, like this whole show's for you, like I came back. you're sitting there that I can't see. So tell me why, until we come down here, can I get an explanation? Tell me why, until we come down here, I'm waiting for a revelation. Tell me why. Tell me why. Not gonna make you fall, no, not gonna make you call out, not gonna make you, but I wanna see you take that wall down. That person next to you has had that going through, but they're scared to let it out, so they think that you might judge them too. Or if they have a gift, but it's like they're scared to live. They got it in there that no one knows they're dealing with. Your story is the key that finally sets them free, but I can't see. So tell me why, till we come down here, can I get an explanation? Tell me why, till we come down here, I'm waiting for a revelation. Tell me why.
Tell me, did I, tell me, did I, tell me, did I call you? Tell me, did I, tell me, did I, tell me, did I call you? Tell me, did I, tell me, did I, tell me, did I call you? Tell me, did I, tell me, did I, tell me, did I?
So tell me
That was awesome.
a little announcement, by the way. My Willis just became a mommy. Can you do it?
Wait, what?
He said
Wait, she became a mom?
It's like, oh, bro, I got demons in there trying to take me out. I'm like, oh, you believe in demons? Are you spiritual? Are you religious? No, I just know it's demons. I'm like, well, why do you think they're coming after you? It's because I'm cursed. I'm like, maybe you're not. Like, give me some house lights so I can see the crowd a little better. Let's have some fun. How about this? If you have a female friend that's a really good singer, point at her right now. Everyone, go. Okay, middle section, top corner, white hat. Who are you pointing at in front of you? Blair? Get her to stand up for a sec. You're not in? Okay, section up there. Who are you all pointing at there? Who are you pointing at top corner there? Okay, where are you guys pointing? Just pointing up there somewhere. Who are you pointing at? Okay, who's way up there? Look. Yeah? Can you stand up for a second? Can you follow Jason down the stairs, or that's Paul? Can you follow Paul down the stairs? Everyone give her a huge round of applause.
no. He's nervous. They're nervous.
Oh, yeah, they're getting her to sing.
Alright, what do we got? Oh, we got 2 people coming. Yeah, alright, that's fine, let's figure this out. Come on up, it's okay, come on up. We'll figure this out. Hey, just come grab this other hand here. Okay, what's your name? Kira, what's your name? Jackson? Okay, we're gonna sing a song together, deal? Come up to this microphone here. We got a song, find a song we all know. How about this? Do you guys know Roll in the Deep by Adele? You know, like, there's a fire starting in my... You know a little bit? That first part that everyone knows? Do you want the words?
Yeah.
I'll sing with you, don't worry. Yeah?
Look at me mumbling.
What schools you guys from? Say it in the microphone there.
King George.
King George, what's up? And what school you from?
Kincaid Central School.
Kincaid Central School. Okay, now, you both have to get really tight to that mic, have it almost touching your lips, deal? Okay, here's the lyrics. One of you hold the lyrics there, make sure you can both read it. I'll do the first line, you join me on the second line, deal? I'll do, you join me on reaching. Are you guys nervous at all? Yeah. Okay, do me a favor, show your support. Everyone pull out your phones, let's see those flashlights, they turn up the lights. Hey, what's happening? They're a little nervous, give them a round of applause before we even start, alright? Okay, here we go. 3, 4. So there's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch, it's really after dark. Finally, I can see the crystal clear. Go ahead and tell me how it should get. See how I do with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things I believe. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch, it's really after dark. The stars of your love remind me of us that we want like a song. The stars of your love, they lead me breathless. I can't help it, but we bear that going deep. You got on the side of the bed and you played it to me. Give me my phone back. Here's a guitar pick for each one. There you go. Ash, what was your sheet?
That was awesome.
So nervous? Let's do one better then. You're so brave coming up here. Just keep throwing stuff down. Atta boy, Jason. There you go.
And he gets another one.
Give them a huge round of applause. All the advice for you, make sure you don't trip on anything.
They get their own
Give them one more huge round of applause, yeah?
He has the guts to go up there and sing.
Huh?
He got the guts to go up there and sing.
Yeah, I got stage fright, so I'm definitely not gonna.
Can you do something else
gonna,
to do a little something
I do have
special?
stage fright.
Me
One of
too.
our crew members
You won't
is
see them
celebrating his
because
25th birthday today.
you
Wally,
won't see
can
them
you come on
because
here
if
for
you
a
have
second?
stage fright, that light will cover them all.
Everybody, this is Wally. Can you give him a huge happy birthday round of applause? What's up, Wally? Did I tell you guys a cool story? This one older couple saw our last show of the year a few years ago. They walked up and they said, "You don't charge any money for these shows?" Like, nah. For the most part, schools don't have a budget for it. Sometimes they get a donation. They said, "Well, we'd like to make a donation, guys." We're like, that'd be awesome. Because that day we found out we were $185,000 in the hole on this tour. And they said, "We're gonna go home. We're not gonna talk all night. In the morning, if we have the same amount on our hearts without talking about it, we'll donate it to you guys." Like, all right. So they went home. They didn't talk all night, like a good married couple, right? In the morning, she comes down the stairs. She goes, "I don't think we're supposed to give them any money." He's like, "Me neither." She goes, "I think we're supposed to buy them a new tour bus." He's like, "Me too." That's not how they sounded at all. They flew our crew to Nashville, Tennessee. They actually bought us the tour bus that Adele had been renting for her tour. What? They're like, here, just take this, keep going, keep doing what you do. They're like, do you want your name on the side of this bus, Rob? Like, what do you want? Like, well, this tour isn't really about us. You know, this tour is about the students that we met. So just like my arm, we decided to cover that with the signatures. Actually, Bryn threw that up there. Here's a clip of that tour bus and all the signatures that we put on the side, just like on my arm. That tour bus, when they got it for us, had 15 flat screen TVs inside.
What?
What? We all had beds. When you lay down, flat screen comes down with Netflix for each one of us. It's like, what? And then we got called to do a show in a reserve up north. They asked us to come. They went through tragedy. We couldn't get there with our bus. Well, we had to fly there. We didn't have $1 to get there, but we always said we never let money stop us or drive us. So we booked the flights with this small airline, private airline, and then we got a call from the president, and he goes, you don't know this, but we snuck in, watch one of your shows. We love what you guys do. Whenever you need it, there'll be a plane waiting for you, your crew, your gear, to get to any shows up north that you can't get to with your bus. What? Like, I tell you, we had a record deal, we had songs on the radio, we never had any of that stuff, and it shows you when you do the right things, good things happen. And I tell you, we've been given a lot of awards for music that we play over the years, and the work that we do. I even got knighted a little while ago, but the greatest honor I've ever been given, guys, was a little while ago. Some of the chiefs on the reserves had a ceremony. They gave me my spirit name. They called me the Bear Chief. That's why I put up on the screen there, Bryn. That's why I tattooed the bear head on my hand with Chief across my fingers and being welcomed into the indigenous family is the greatest honor of my life. Yeah. No, I know you want to get back to school. Can we play one more song for you guys? Yeah! All right, do me a favor. During this song, do not watch us. Watch the story on the screens. Thanks, Jason. By the way, the guy that made all the videos that you've seen today, he first saw us at the school in Vancouver. He walks up, he goes, does anyone film what you guys do? We're like, no. He says, mind if I do? We're like, all right. We had no idea who he was. We got to the hotel, we Googled him, we found out he's a 3-time Emmy-nominated Hollywood movie dude. He's doing all these big movies. He goes, I like what you said, Rob. Everyone knows what they do, they don't know why. He goes, I know what I do, and I'm not sure why, because guess what, guys? Emmy Awards won't do it for you, neither does money. So he goes, I'd like to follow you guys and film the work to do. So then when he followed us into this alternative school in Manitoba, there's only about 15, 20 students there, most of them arrested, kicked out of the regular schools. You're gonna see as we walk in, all 20 of them are sitting there like this. Screw you, Rob Nash. Don't tell me I got gifted, I got purpose, I'm the baddest of the bad. And you'll see in the video when they're done giving me the finger, we all just sat down, I just shared my story with them, that's it. And then they started sharing their stories with me, and they've been through some tough stuff. And I was like, guys, get through this, listen. If you're going through hell, why would you stop there? If you're going through hell, keep going, get through, get to the other side. Because somebody on the other side needs your story. I said, in fact, what if it came back in a few weeks and we wrote a song together? They're like, seriously? I said, yeah. So you're gonna see in the video, we came back 11 days later, I want to show them we got all different gifts, let's put them together and write a song. So you're gonna say, who wants to write the words of the song with me? 4 of them raise their hands. You love writing poetry. Cool. We'll write the words together. I said, who wants to learn drums? Some of the guys raised their hands. We got drum sets donated. Johnny taught them drums. We got guitars donated. Taught them guitar, bass, singing. But some people don't like playing music, so I'll sit back going, I'm gonna get left out. I'm like, hey, no, who likes working on computers? Like, bring them backstage. Someone raised their hands, bought a computer, so I'm doing the recordings, the editing, all like GarageBand stuff, right? I said, let's take it further, let's make an album. I said, any of you girls ever want to be the model on the front cover of an album? Oh! This one girl, timidly raised her hand, she goes, I've always wanted to be a model. She had never worn makeup once in her life, never worn a dress before. But she said, I always wanted to be a model. I'm like, cool. I said, who wants to learn how to do her hair and makeup for a photo shoot? Who likes cutting hair? That's all the stuff you need on a team to make an album, right? This is not natural. So I said, who likes cutting hair? Some of them raised their hands, so we brought them all to the hair and makeup college in their city. All the girls got makeovers. 5 of them got to learn how to do hair and makeup college for 5 days. Then the college offered one of them a $20,000 college scholarship to go to college. And then we showed them a radio broadcast at college, showed them how to become a radio DJ. One got a $15,000 scholarship to go there. And then this girl's all done up, she looks beautiful. I said, who likes taking pictures? Someone raised their hands, about a photographer, showed them how to do the photos. And you guys know Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, then I can take a picture, do cool designs on the stuff, right? 2 people know it. Yeah. You all said
heard before.
What's the Snapchat he speaks of?
That'll be a
who likes
boomer
to send
right
in
there.
photos with the filters on it. Someone raised hand. We do, but how are you going to use that? Guess who we did? We brought in the company that designs our album covers. Brent put up a clip. So they took the pictures of the makeovers, learning drums, guitar, and they designed the album cover and everything inside. There's our model before and after makeovers. And then we're done the thing. We flew up to the old studio that we had. We had a record deal. I walked in. Our producers were sitting there from LA and Vancouver, and I was pretty nervous because I'm pretty sure I thought some of them wouldn't like me very much because I ripped up that record deal. But then they asked the important question, which is, why? Why did you rip up your record deal, Rob? So I told them why, to do this. They said, that's why it is. Yeah, they said, then we don't care if you don't have a record deal anymore. We want to record your stuff free of charge. We want to be on your team. And we're so lucky because those are two of the top producers in this country. And now they're on tour with us. One of them is playing guitar right here. One to do the sound. This is Anthony Anderson, and that is Steve Smith doing the sound. Can you give them a huge round? So, we flew back, had a party with those students at the end of the year. They're like, we want to hear a song. We haven't heard it finish yet. You guys want to hear it? They're like, yeah. So guess what we did? We made sure to arrange with the big radio station there. So the first time they ever heard their song finished was live on the radio. We flipped the radio on this, and the DJ's like, this is the new song by Robb Nash. He wrote this with the students at this school, and they're all like, hey, our song's on the radio! And maybe some of you can relate to this song. They wrote this to their parents and to some teachers. They said, my whole life, whenever I walk into a room, all I've ever heard is, oh, here comes that trouble child again. Oh, here comes the trouble child. They said, nobody ever hears me crying. That's why I scream. But I want you to watch two things in the song. Watch the words that they wrote, and second, watch their faces. Like I said, when I walk in there, I'll say, screw you, Rob. Watch the smiles on their faces by the end of the song. When they pick it up, they have the strength to get through their track right here, and then their story could help somebody else. So check out the song that they wrote. This is Trouble Child. on their faces for beating to the end? You see that? Only 30% get through that program and graduate. That year 100% did. And it was not because of us. It's because they found the strength right here and they realized their story could help somebody else. And they've been through some tough stuff. The one girl, she told me her parents died in a car accident when she was 2 years old. She was raised by her grandparents, and her grandparents like beat and abused her badly. So we started that project. She just feel bitterness and anger towards old people. Guess what she's doing now? She works at old folks' home. Yeah, that's awesome. This other girl, she goes, I know what my purpose is now. I'm like, what is it? She goes, I'm gonna be a stepmom. What? Like, you mean a mom? She goes, no, a stepmom. Then I asked her the important question, which is, why? She goes, because I've had good stepmoms, I know they've affected me, and I've had bad stepmoms, I know they've affected me. She goes, I'm gonna be the best damn stepmom ever. See how she flipped that around? And some people actually think whenever you go through tragedy that it's always good for you. Like Kelly Clarkson and Kanye West both have a song that says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is so stupid. It doesn't automatically make you stronger. There are thousands of people that will go through tragedy today. They're not going to be better on the other side automatically, but if you make the choice, you can turn around, but it takes some choice. Like, here's a good example. The other day we're on a radio interview and the DJ says this to me. Well, Rob, it's kind of good that you got hit by that semi-truck, isn't it? And no, it's not good to get hit by a semi. He goes, yeah, but look what you've done with it. I said, well, the semi didn't make me do this. He goes, but if you could go back in time, you'd do it all over again, wouldn't you? Nope. I would never go back and hit by a semi again. It was terrible. It didn't make me a better person. Here's the proof. For those 2 years, I did not want to be alive because of that accident. And guess what? I could still be sitting home angry about stuff that's still wrong with something you guys can't see. Like, I'm still having surgery, like I showed you. It just had to rebuild the left side of my skull. A little while ago, they broke up my chest, put a metal plate in my chest, my shoulder. Still putting me back together from that accident. You guys keep keeping track of a metal head and chest.
Iron Man.
2021, I'm gonna be like fully bulletproof.
Iron Man.
Remember that song Titanium? Like, I'm titanium. Remember that?
Yeah.
Man, the first time I heard that song, I was like, dang, why didn't I write that? None of you guys can't see, but in the accident, I lost the feeling in this arm, this hand, these fingers. I have no feeling on the right side. Hasn't healed yet. You know that tingling feeling?
Is that nerve damage?
When you're sitting on the toilet too long, your legs start.
Nerve damage or...
That happens.
That's been my arm ever since that accident. I can't feel. I can feel it with my thumb and my index finger. I have to hold a pick or a pen. I can't feel with the rest. It sucks. It's hard to play guitar when you can't feel. So could I be saying I'm angry about that? Yup. But guess what? I even started healing physically when I started putting my effort towards helping other people. Because I'm not here for me. I'm here for other people. Guess what, guys? You're not here for you. You're here for other people. You gotta keep walking because somebody out there needs their story. Nobody ever told me that. Let me ask you this. Could I think the way I think right now without having been hit by a semi-truck? Yeah, absolutely. No. Again, if I thought you had to get hit by a semi, think this way, why did I do this tour? I'd stop our tour. I'd just wait for everyone to hit rock bottom on their own. You don't have to wait for that. You can listen to the stories, you know? I've met people that have never been hit by a semi before that have a way better outlook on life than I do. But I've also met people that have been through tragedy that have a terrible outlook on life. It's not about what you go through, it's what you do with it. And start off simple, guys. For me, it was just calling that semi-driver. For you, it might just be an apology for something you've done or said. Anyways, a bit of a surprise for you guys. I would tell you, you can download our music picker. Teenagers, you'll figure it out. But one thing we did do is we actually gave all your teachers this tour journal. We brought it in for all you guys when you get back to school. The tour journal literally has posters from the show, lyrics to all of our songs, some of the quotes, and can you put a picture of up there? So this is the tour journal. There's one for each of you guys. I talked with your staff before the show. If you do have time to get back to class in the next few days, maybe even this afternoon, if you want to write us a letter, just like, hey, what do you like about the show and why? You know, some people are just like, I like getting into class, that was good. We're fine with that, but if you want to do something like people write to us, say like, you know, I like that one song because my mom died last year, sometimes I don't want to be here. You know, you hand those into your teachers and they'll get them to us, because I'll tell you what, I told my story for just a few minutes up here. The rest of the time you think back, I was just telling other people's stories from the students that we've met on this tour. So maybe we'll be sharing one of your stories, so you can send that to us. That'd be awesome. And then there's a challenge at the end of that journal too. If there's something you use in class or as a school want to do, like go have an impact on your community. If you figure out something like maybe there's a soup kitchen that needs a new renovation, or somebody needs a wheelchair ramp at their house because they just had a car accident, like go find something that you could do. Write to us about that, and we'd love to hear about it. We'll even try to fundraise and send you the money to make it happen. And we'll even send out a film crew, because I just love sharing stories of what students are doing. So if you have the chance to do that, it'd be huge as well. And we're gonna make a post like we did a show yesterday. The theater was packed. We're doing a show we did today. We got another one tomorrow. We'll make a post on our Instagram tonight about this show here. If you guys take a few seconds and write a comment underneath, and we'd love to hear what you guys think of the show. And honestly, that's a big part of what keeps us going, so thanks if you do that. But I'm gonna say this, if you ever go through a tough night trying to message me on Instagram at 4 in the morning, it's not the right thing to do, guys. I'm not a counselor. I'm gonna disappoint you guys. You guys have staff, teachers, talk to somebody. But if you ever go through a tough night, you don't need to talk to. If you go to that tour journal, there's a phone number in there. You can call that number or text anytime. Or you can just text Nash to 686868, and there's counseling available for literally everything we talked about up here. So just leave that up there for a sec, Brit. And so if you want to, you can do that. Oh, by the way, we're actually doing another show here tonight. If you're not sick of us, you want to hear some of these stories and some of these songs again, we're doing a show tonight. And if you want to come, I know there's still some available rooms, so if you want to come by or bring a friend or whatever. We're doing another show here for more schools tomorrow, but if you want to come, I think it's at 7 o'clock if you want to come. And by the way, some of the people that made this happen to help us pay for the costs is the local RBC people, and some of them are here today to help pay for the costs. Can you give them a huge round of applause? We are in Moose today, tomorrow. If you see us, at a restaurant, wherever you want to come say hi, ask questions, we're cool with that. But just don't ask the weird questions. You know what the most common question people ask me all the time is? When they see us at an airport or mall or something, it's like, hey Rob, yeah, can I feel your head? Don't ask them for my head, that's weird. And it's sensitive, they just rebuilt it. And then this guy talks to me the other day, he goes, hey Rob, I got a weird question for you, man. You want to feel my head? He's like, no. I'm like, what is it? He goes, you said you can't feel with your arm? I'm like, right? He's like, could I bite your arm?
What? So did my sister.
Right? I thought he was gonna take a little nibble and see if I was lying. It's like this guy hadn't eaten in 3 years. He's like, I couldn't feel. I had marks on my arm for days. And then one day we're bored on the bus, we're looking at videos people made for us to post and some of that. This guy posted the video of doing it. Posted. What a creep. And now it's like the thing who walks in the other day, aren't you Robb Nash? It's like, yeah. Can I bet you I'm with that guy in that video? I'm like, what, is this a thing? Like, are you guys not getting fed? Same thing, he starts ripping them arm, I can't feel it, but as he pulls away, all the girls standing there waiting just started screaming, and I'm like, uh-oh. I look at the side of my arm and I see all this red skin and flesh hanging off my arm. I'm like, ah! He put me through! Until I realized it was just his red gum stuck to the hair on my arm. My arm still smells like cinnamon, it's amazing. So 2 last things, guys. Again, if you want to come by tonight, we got a show at 7. We're here again tomorrow for other schools and stuff, but do me 2 last things. A, the show's over, we walk off. Like I said, I'm talking to your staff. Hopefully they'll come bring in some people that we can meet with you guys after. But don't just get up and run out right away. You're going to hear announcements. They're lining up the school buses apparently already, so they'll announce, okay, this school, this bus is up next and stuff, so just stay seated, and then they'll call which bus is coming up, what time, which school, and all that stuff. Do me one last favor, guys. If you enjoyed this show, give all of your staff a round of applause for that.
Thank you for coming to today's show. We're lining up buses right now.